What's up, YouTube? It's your boy. I'm back with another 5-minute review. Today, we're going to be reviewing the movie Queen and Slim. This is one movie that I wasn't eager to go see. I thought it was going to be a Bonnie and Clyde type movie where these guys going around robbing a bank and all that type of stuff. And then their nickname was Queen and Slim. And I thought that was kind of corny. I just think that was corny nickname. So I went in that movie with low expectations, not expecting anything from this movie, but to leave out and say, hell, yeah, that was another waste of time. But I gotta tell you, man, from the get go, when I first sat down and the movie started, I got a different feel from it when it was sitting there eating in the diner. Uh, Spoiler alert, it's gonna be spoilers in this review. I mean, I only got 5 minutes, so it's hard for me to compound a whole bunch of stuff without spoiling anything. Pretty much, I try to come in here and say what I gotta say, and then get the hell up out of here. But let me go ahead and finish telling you about the movie. Anyway, I'm not gonna break down the whole movie, but when I first sat down and it was sitting there in a diner and the dialogue between the two, I felt like, wow, this is gonna be different than I think it's gonna be because just because the dialogue they had at the beginning of the movie, and as the movie progressed, it totally went in a whole different direction than I thought it was gonna go, and the acting on the movie was A1. You know, I love acting. I said it in almost all my reviews. It could be a bad movie, but if it got great acting, you're gonna get a nod from me. And I gotta say, acting all the way across the board, everybody in the movie did a great job with their acting. As far as plot go, the plot was real good. You know what I'm saying? Real strong plot. Very, very dynamic people. You know what I'm saying? Different backgrounds and all types of crazy stuff was going on in the movie. And then the more I watched it, the more I got drawn into the characters. And one thing I love about movies, certain movies, if you can make me start to like the characters before the end of the movie, because you gotta realize it's not like a TV show. Like in a TV show, you got 30 minutes every week, pretty much, if the show come on weekly, to get attached to a character. These guys got to do this. They don't have a season. They have probably 2 hours or 3 hours or an hour. They make you engage with the characters and make you grow to love the characters. So when I start to like a character in a movie and you was able to portray that in that amount of time, that's a great job on the director behalf, the writer's behalf, and the actor's behalf, because it's hard to like somebody within that time frame. And I grew to like both of the characters. I understood the dynamic between the two of the characters, and it wasn't just a back and forth situation. It was a great, just a great overall experience when it came to the movie. And I really liked it. You know what I'm saying? If I had a couple of negatives about the movie, I can't really say I have any negatives about the movie. The soundtrack was good. I love the songs they picked. It was a couple of things that weren't cohesive, like a couple of little parts within the movie that I'm not gonna give it a negative review because of that, because it didn't take away from the movie. It was just a couple little parts that wasn't really adding up, like the part where they was spoiler alert, like I said, when they was making love in a car right across from the graveyard. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of weird. You know, I don't know how seeing your dead mom made you horny, but hey, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's their style. But like I said, I gotta say, other than that, that don't take away from the movie. I just thought it was just like a weird little thing. I wish they would have just, like, you know, I don't know. It was nothing I could take away. I still think it was just a pumped up scene to add to the other scene that was going on. You know what I'm saying? Because on the other side of town, it was a revolution going on pretty much, or whatever. And it just showing the passion that two people were having, and it was spilling out into the streets, the passion that they had for what they believe in. I thought that was pretty sweet how they tied that in. I just thought it was a weird area for them to tie that in. But with that being said, I gotta give this movie a solid 10 out of 10. This is on my must watch list. Like This is up there with a couple other movies that's on my must-watch list. And if you haven't watched it, you're doing yourself a disservice by not watching this movie. This movie was good, real good. I'm gonna have it in my collection. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. This has been another 5-minute review. God bless.